Hey guys, it's Molly. So, this week is really all about adding to your network, connecting, and inviting. And the first piece of that, adding to your network, is important because as you continue to grow as a coach, you're going to start inviting your warm market first, people you know and trust already and who know and trust you already. But after you kind of run out of those people, you'll need to continue to add people to your network. So, the next video that you're going to watch is actually a power hour by Micah Folsom, who's been consistently one of the top coaches in the network. And it talks about her Instagram system. So I'm not really going to talk about expanding your network on Instagram today. I'm going to talk about doing it on Facebook and also doing it in person. So the first thing is Facebook. So one of the ways that you can find new people is by joining groups. And so you're not joining a group just to poach people, but you're joining a group because it's something you'd be genuinely interested in. Like, for example, I'm in a couple of dachshund groups because we have miniature dachshunds, or we've had miniature dachshunds. We only currently have one. And before that, I was in a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog page because I was a Swissy mom, and you just you're more able to develop relationships with people when you actually have things in common with them. I'm also in a labral tear recovery page because I had labral repair surgery on my hip. I've developed friendships from there, customers from there. So whatever is really relevant in your life, like those are the groups that you should join and just build relationships with people in those groups. And if it's appropriate, of course, friend them outside of the group. You're not going in that group to advertise or poach or do anything salesy and weird. This is all about building relationships. This business is about people who know you and trust you. And so you want to build those relationships. So groups is one way on Facebook. Friends of friends, listen, go to your friends' pages, look at their list of friends. They might have somebody on your friends list that maybe you both went to college with, but you've forgotten about, or that they introduced you to at a party one time, and so you actually know them in person. And so that's a good way to kind of keep expanding your network to people that you know as well. And then also on Facebook, it pops up with people that you may know. And one of the ways that a few people in this business that I know have expanded their network, and I've used it a little bit too, is go grab all of your high school yearbooks and go back and look for those people and friend them, because the people who are around your age are more likely to kind of be in your life phase. Not to say that you can't help people who are much older or much younger, that's not true at all. But we tend to connect better with people that we have more in common with, and we tend to have more in common with people who are kind of like around our age a little bit. So those are just a few ways to connect with people on Facebook. And then in person, I am a big proponent of connecting in real life because, again, this is about people knowing you, liking you, and trusting you. And so developing those relationships in person is really important. One way to do this is to just lead with coaching when people ask you what you do. So, you meet somebody new, like I'm at baseball a lot right now because my son just started the spring season here in Southern California. And when I'm talking to moms and they're like, oh, do you stay at home, or, what do you do for work? I lead with fitness coaching. I'm a health and fitness coach. What do you do? I used to lead with my consulting work, which I'm not doing right now. But when I was doing that, or when I was the chief operating officer of a dental company, I would lead with that. And I would say, oh, and I do health and fitness coaching on the side. But when you lead with health and fitness coaching, it's like, oh, that's what she does. So people are more likely to think of you if they need that or if they're looking for that. And sometimes they'll say, I do virtual health and fitness coaching. And that leads them to ask the question, virtual? Like, what does that mean? And that allows me to explain exactly what it is that we do. So in person is big. Meet people. Like, this is a people business. So if you're introverted, like, put on your smiley face when you're out and about at your kid's school, or when you're at church, or when you're just out. Like, meeting people is the best way to develop those relationships. Also, you can do fit clubs. This is a way, like, kind of early days of Beachbody, people did fit clubs all the time where they would invite people over to work out, and they would do the workout together. They would maybe make a shake afterwards, share their shake. People did shake and shares too. And so you don't have to be a fitness instructor. You can invite a friend over to do a workout with you in your home and share that way. So I actually think that's a lot of fun. I happen to teach PIO Live, which is one of the former Beachbody Live platforms. And so that's a way that I can meet other people too. So if you have a fitness background, or if you do fitness, or if you're a coach of some sort, that's another way to meet people. But don't be afraid. So I guess my biggest thing is when you're out and about and you're just talking to people, like make sure people know that health and fitness is a big deal for you. Like it's one of your priorities. So that's it. Pay attention to Michael Folsom because her systems for Instagram are amazing. And let us know what your questions are. Thanks, guys.